Welcome to World Numismatic Finds, where we uncover the hidden treasures in everyday pocket change. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of Jefferson nickels, focusing on 5 standout coins that could be worth far more than their face value. We'll be exploring the 1992 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark, the 1962 D mint mark edition, the elusive 1977 no mint mark variety, the 1984 P mint mark, and the 1988 P mint mark coin. These nickels, while ordinary to the untrained eye, carry incredible value in the collector's market, and today we'll show you why they rank among the top 5 rare Jefferson nickels you'll want to look out for. Let's get started up. The Jefferson nickel of the United States of America from the year 1992, with the P mint mark, is one of those fascinating coins that seems ordinary at first glance but holds surprising value when examined closely. In today's numismatic world, collectors are constantly searching for pieces that have both historical significance and financial worth, and the 1992 Philadelphia minted Jefferson nickel is a shining example of just that. While this coin circulated widely across the country during the early 90s, certain examples found in higher grades or preserved in exceptional condition are now attracting remarkable attention, turning what once was pocket change into a sought-after collectible with a price tag that can astonish many. The background of this coin is deeply rooted in American history. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and was designed to honor Thomas Jefferson, the 3rd President of the United States, one of the Founding Fathers, and the primary author of the Declaration of Independence. By 1992, the design had already been a staple of U.S. coinage for over half a century, with a familiar bust of Jefferson on the obverse, showing his profile facing left. On the reverse, the coin features his Virginia home, Monticello, a neoclassical architectural masterpiece that represents Jefferson's intellect and vision for America. This combination of a historical figure and his iconic home gives the nickel both cultural and historical value, making it more than just a 5-cent coin. The weight of the Jefferson nickel, including the 1992 P mint version, is 5 grams, and it is struck in a copper-nickel composition that has been standard since 1946. With a diameter of 21.2 millimeters and a smooth edge, it might appear unremarkable, but collectors know that it is these details and subtle differences in strike quality, minting errors, or overall preservation that can transform a common coin into a rare treasure. Key facts about the 1992 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark show that while millions were minted, very few have survived in pristine, high-grade conditions. Circulation naturally brings wear, scratches, and fading of details, making fully sharp, lustrous, and well-preserved examples significantly harder to come by. This rarity of condition is what creates strong collector demand. Most of these coins in worn circulation condition may only carry a small premium over face value, but when you step into the higher grading scale, especially in mint state conditions, the picture changes dramatically. Rarity and condition are the lifeblood of collector enthusiasm. For the 1992 P Jefferson nickel, coins graded MS65 and above can reach eye-popping figures. In fact, examples in MS65 have been recorded selling for as much as $4,500, reflecting the scarcity of flawless strikes from this year. Even more astonishing, some coins at the very top of the grading scale, preserved with virtually no blemishes, strong luster, and sharp detail, have achieved prices soaring beyond $6,000 in auctions hosted on platforms like eBay and Heritage Auctions. These values make the 1992 P nickel an extraordinary discovery for collectors lucky enough to come across one in such pristine state. The current market value of these coins demonstrates the strong interest in Jefferson nickels among the collecting community. While circulated examples may not fetch high premiums, the excitement lies in uncovering those hidden gems tucked away in old collections, rolls of coins, or forgotten jars. A coin in exceptional condition can become a centerpiece of a collection and command remarkable returns if sold at the right time. Collectors are increasingly recognizing that Jefferson nickels from the 1990s, once overlooked, are gaining momentum in demand, especially in rare, high-grade conditions. For collectors looking to invest in the 1992 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark, a few tips are essential. First, always check for sharp details in Jefferson's hair and Monticello's columns, as weak strikes can reduce value. Second, preservation is everything, so coins with minimal handling, no discoloration, and original mint luster will always outperform those with wear. Third, having the coin professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC can greatly enhance both its desirability and market value. And finally, staying updated on auction results and price guides is crucial, as the market can shift quickly depending on collector interest and supply. In conclusion, The 1992 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark is a shining example of how a modern coin can evolve into a rare and valuable collector's piece. From its historic design honoring one of America's greatest leaders to its cultural importance and surprising rarity in higher grades, this coin continues to capture attention across the numismatic world. With auction records showing values of $4,500 in MS-65 and even surpassing $6,000 in elite sales, it proves that even a 5-cent piece can hold treasures beyond imagination. For collectors, the message is clear: never overlook the coins in your possession, because the Jefferson nickel from 1992 might just be the next hidden gem in your collection and a remarkable addition to the growing demand for rare U.S. coins. Next up, the Jefferson nickel of 1962 bearing the Denver mint mark, a coin that might look like an everyday piece of change to the untrained eye but actually carries with it cultural value, collector demand, and market worth that has taken it far beyond its humble 5-cent face value. When preserved in fine or higher conditions, this coin transforms into a desirable collectible that speaks volumes about mid-20th century America and the artistry of coin design. Culturally and historically, this coin reflects more than just monetary value. It embodies the legacy of Jefferson's leadership and his role in shaping the nation's early foundation. At the same time, it reminds us of the period in which it was struck, an era when coinage was produced with care and detail, even for coins of small denomination. For collectors, this series carries an enduring charm because it bridges the gap between accessible coinage and pieces that, in high-grade preservation, become rare and extremely valuable artifacts. The weight of the 1962 D. Jefferson nickel stands at 5 grams, composed primarily of copper and nickel, a standard that had been consistent in the series since its inception except for wartime silver issues. This reliable weight and composition added to the durability of the coin, allowing many to survive circulation, though not always in collectible condition. Key facts about the 1962 D nickel make it especially intriguing. While the Denver Mint struck a high number of these coins, over 280 million, the vast majority went into heavy circulation, leaving behind very few examples in pristine condition. This is why condition plays such a crucial role in determining rarity and value. A coin that has survived decades with sharp details, clean surfaces, and minimal wear instantly becomes sought after among collectors. Those preserved in fine or higher condition attract significant attention in today's market, and when the condition reaches gem grades like MS-65, the value can reach truly astonishing levels. In terms of rarity and condition, collectors place great emphasis on the Jefferson nickel because it is not always easy to find examples that have not been heavily worn. The 1962 D in particular, while common in circulated grades, becomes increasingly rare in fine, extra fine, and especially mint state grades. This scarcity is what drives up the demand. Coins graded MS-65 have been recorded to sell for around $17,200, and in some cases, auction results have even reached figures close to $19,000 on major platforms such as heritage auctions and eBay. Such numbers demonstrate the incredible investment potential and desirability of this nickel among serious numismatists. The current market value in dollars strongly depends on grade and preservation. While a standard circulated piece may only be worth modestly more than its face value, the story changes dramatically once we examine coins in fine and higher conditions. Collectors are increasingly looking for quality, originality, and well-preserved surfaces, and when those qualities are found, the market responds with impressive valuations. Even examples in moderately circulated but attractive conditions can fetch far more than expected, while high-grade certified coins consistently command premium prices. For collectors seeking to add a 1962 D. Jefferson nickel to their collection, a few tips can go a long way. Always look closely at the details of Jefferson's hair, the steps of Monticello, and the surfaces of the coin, as these areas often reveal how well the coin has been preserved. Coins with full steps on Monticello are especially prized and should be considered excellent finds. Buying from trusted dealers, attending reputable auctions, and reviewing certification from recognized grading services can help ensure authenticity and protect your investment. Patience is also key. Building a quality Jefferson nickel collection takes time, but it is a rewarding pursuit that combines history, art, and financial potential. In conclusion, the 1962 D. Jefferson nickel with its Denver mint mark is more than just a 5-cent coin from the early 1960s. It is a piece of American history that resonates with collectors today. From its meaningful portrait of Jefferson and his Monticello home to its weight, durability, and cultural symbolism, this coin continues to inspire admiration. While common in circulation, the rare examples in fine and mint state conditions have soared in value, with some reaching over $17,000 and even $19,000 at auctions, making it a highly desirable treasure in the numismatic world. For collectors, it represents both a tangible link to the past and an opportunity for future value growth. The 1962 Jefferson nickel proves once again that even the smallest coins can carry the biggest stories, and in the world of rare coins, demand for such pieces only continues to rise. Next up, the Jefferson nickel of 1977 with no mint mark. This particular coin, even in circulated condition, carries a unique story that ties together American history, culture, and the passion of coin collectors. When people first see a 1977 nickel without a mint mark, they might dismiss it as an ordinary piece of pocket change. But within the numismatic community, this coin has grown in recognition and is now considered a highly desirable rarity, especially in the finest grades where its value has skyrocketed into thousands of dollars. Let's explore what makes this Jefferson nickel so special, why collectors pursue it so eagerly, and how much it can be worth in today's market. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and it remains one of the longest-running designs in United States coinage. The obverse, or head side, features a portrait of the nation's third president, Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag, a German-born sculptor whose work won the Treasury's design contest. Jefferson is shown in a left-facing profile, stern and dignified, representing the spirit of leadership and vision that shaped the early foundations of America. On the reverse, or tail side, stands the iconic image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, which is an architectural masterpiece and a symbol of his legacy as a statesman, inventor, and thinker. Both sides together capture not just the face of a president, but the story of an American dreamer whose impact resonates through centuries. Beyond its design, the 1977 Jefferson nickel represents the cultural and historical values of its time. The late 1970s were a period of change and challenge for the United States, marked by economic struggles, shifts in foreign policy, and cultural transformation. Yet, even during these times, the U.S. Mint continued to produce coins that symbolized strength and continuity. The 1977 nickel with no mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which at that time traditionally did not include a mint mark on its coins. This detail alone makes it an identifiable piece in the series and an important marker in the broader narrative of American coin production. From a physical standpoint, the Jefferson nickel weighs 5 grams and is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it both durability and a distinctive silver-like appearance. Its size and weight have remained standard for decades, making it easily recognizable to collectors and everyday users alike. Despite its common circulation, certain examples of the 1977 nickel, particularly those with exceptional preservation, stand apart from the rest. Key facts about the 1977 no mint mark nickel highlight its collectible appeal. While millions were minted for circulation, the vast majority have seen heavy use and exhibit wear, scratches, or discoloration from years in pockets and cash registers. However, the rarity emerges when a coin is found in pristine, high-grade condition. Coins that have survived without much wear, with sharp details on Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's steps, are extremely scarce. For this reason, the demand for such coins is high, and collectors compete fiercely to secure them. The rarity of the 1977 nickel in higher grades explains its extraordinary market value today. While circulated pieces may only fetch a modest premium above face value, the true treasures are those graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC in mint state 65 and higher. At MS65, this coin has been known to command values of around $13,600, while exceptional examples have sold at auction for even more, reaching up to $15,100 on platforms such as eBay, heritage auctions, and other collector markets. This remarkable price jump shows just how significant condition and rarity are in determining the worth of a coin that most people might otherwise overlook. For collectors, the lesson here is clear: always pay attention to the details. When examining a Jefferson nickel from 1977, check for sharpness in the design, clean surfaces, and luster. Coins with fewer scratches and stronger visual appeal will always rise in value. It's also wise to consider professional grading, as certified coins inspire greater confidence among buyers and often command higher premiums. Building a collection of Jefferson nickels, especially with unique dates and rare conditions like the 1977 no mint mark, not only enriches one's knowledge of history but also provides an opportunity for long-term value growth. In conclusion, the Jefferson nickel of 1977 with no mint mark is more than just a 5-cent coin. It is a piece of America's story, linking the past to the present through artistry, history, and cultural significance. Though millions were minted, only a tiny fraction have survived in the kind of pristine state that collectors crave, and it is these few that are now commanding thousands of dollars in today's market. From $13,600 at MS65 to record-setting prices of $15,100 at auction, this coin demonstrates how something as small and common as a nickel can carry immense historical and financial value. For collectors, it stands as both a challenge and an inspiration, proof that treasures are still waiting to be discovered, even in the change jingling in our pocket. Next up, the Jefferson nickel, specifically the 1984 coin struck with the P mint mark from the Philadelphia Mint. While Jefferson nickels are often seen as everyday pocket change, some special examples from 1984 have taken the numismatic world by storm, especially when found in higher grades or with unique conditions that collectors desire. Even when you come across one in rusty or heavily circulated condition, it sparks interest because of the history it carries. And when you see the truly exceptional specimens, you realize why this coin has been commanding massive attention in the marketplace. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and it remains one of America's most iconic coins still in production today. The 1984 version continued the tradition of honoring Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and principal author of the Declaration of Independence. On the obverse or head side, we see the familiar left-facing portrait of Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag, with the word Liberty and the date inscribed, along with the P mint mark proudly representing Philadelphia. The reverse or tail side features Jefferson's beloved Monticello, his Virginia estate, which symbolizes not only architectural beauty but also America's enduring heritage of independence, democracy, and cultural pride. Together, the head and tail designs make this coin not just a medium of exchange, but a small, pocket-sized history lesson in American ideals. The Jefferson nickel is steeped in cultural and historical value. It represents a period in U.S. history where coins were not only about commerce, but also about celebrating national figures and the values they stood for. For collectors, the Jefferson series is a gateway into understanding American history through numismatics, and the 1984 P mint marked coin adds an extra layer of intrigue because of its scarcity in pristine condition. Even when found rusty or tarnished from decades in circulation, it reminds us of the journey coins take, passing through countless hands, across states, and over decades, before landing in a collector's album. In terms of technical details, the Jefferson nickel weighs 5 grams and is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Its diameter measures 21.2 millimeters, and it carries a smooth edge. While these specifications might seem ordinary, they are essential for collectors who want to verify authenticity and ensure that their coin is genuine. The size, weight, and metallic composition haven't changed much over the years, making it instantly recognizable and an enduring part of American coinage. Now, when it comes to key facts, here is where the story of the 1984 Jefferson nickel becomes truly fascinating. While millions were struck, most entered circulation and endured heavy wear, which is why finding them in excellent mint state grades is a real challenge. Coins that survived in high-grade condition are rare and in great demand. For instance, a Jefferson nickel from 1984 with a P mint mark graded MS65 has fetched as high as $29,000 at professional auctions. Even slightly lower grade examples have been known to sell for around $24,000 on major platforms such as eBay and heritage auctions. These astonishing figures prove that ordinary-looking nickels can turn into extraordinary treasures when collectors realize just how scarce they are in superb preservation. Rarity and condition play the biggest role in collector demand. Rusty or heavily circulated coins may not reach those sky-high values, but they still have collectible charm, especially if they hold unique toning, mint errors, or historical appeal. For many collectors, even a worn 1984 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark is worth keeping because it represents a bridge between everyday commerce and numismatic rarity. But if you are fortunate enough to find one in near-perfect mint state, the demand can skyrocket, with serious collectors competing fiercely to add it to their collection. So, what is the current market value of these coins? For circulated or rusty examples, the value typically ranges around face value up to a few dollars, depending on eye appeal and any unusual traits. But for those rare top-grade survivors, the market has already proven its willingness to pay jaw-dropping prices, with $29,000 being one of the highest-known records, and $24,000 being another solid benchmark achieved through auction sites like eBay, heritage auctions, and other numismatic marketplaces. These figures clearly show that the Jefferson nickel of 1984 is not just a common coin, It is a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. For collectors, my advice is to always keep an eye on Jefferson nickels, even if they appear ordinary. Examine them closely for mint marks, condition, and errors. Proper storage is essential, especially if you happen upon a higher-grade coin, so always use protective holders to prevent further wear or rusting. Don't overlook coins that seem aged or tarnished. Sometimes they carry historical character or unexpected rarity. And above all, follow auction trends and marketplace results, as values for these coins continue to evolve and sometimes surprise even seasoned experts. In conclusion, the 1984 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark proves that even the most unassuming coin in your pocket change can hold extraordinary potential. From its historical representation of Thomas Jefferson and Monticello, to its cultural symbolism of American ideals, and finally to its jaw-dropping values at auctions, this coin deserves respect and recognition. Whether you have one in rusty condition or hope to uncover a mint-state gem, this is a coin that excites both beginner and advanced collectors. So, keep your eyes open, keep searching through your nickels, and maybe you'll be the one to discover the next Jefferson nickel that makes headline. At last, the Jefferson nickel coin of the United States of America from the year 1988, struck with the P mint mark. While at first glance it may look like an ordinary 5-cent coin, the 1988 P Jefferson nickel has grown into a fascinating collectible, and in certain conditions, it can command surprisingly high values in today's numismatic market. The story of this coin begins with its background. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938, introduced to honor the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, who is remembered not only as a statesman and writer of the Declaration of Independence, but also as a visionary whose ideas helped shape the young nation. Designed by Felix Schlag, the obverse features a portrait of Jefferson in profile, wearing a calm yet determined expression that embodies his legacy. The reverse highlights Jefferson's Monticello, his historic Virginia home, which carries immense cultural symbolism as a landmark of American history and architecture. On the obverse, or the head side, collectors will immediately notice Jefferson's portrait accompanied by inscriptions such as, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty," along with the year of mintage, 1988, and the small but important P mint mark indicating the Philadelphia Mint. On the reverse, the depiction of Monticello is central, surrounded by the inscriptions E Pluribus Unum, United States of America, and 5 cents. This combination of portraiture and historic architecture gives the coin a dual representation, one side honoring a founding father and the other emphasizing the foundation of American values and ideals. The cultural and historical values tied to the Jefferson nickel are deep-rooted. Not only does the coin serve as a daily reminder of Jefferson's enduring influence, but it also reflects a long-standing American tradition of honoring leaders and landmarks through everyday currency. By 1988, the Jefferson nickel had already been in circulation for half a century, carrying with it a legacy that connected generations of Americans to their shared heritage. The weight of the 1988 Jefferson nickel, like its counterparts, is 5 grams, and it is composed of a copper-nickel alloy. Its diameter is 21.2 millimeters, making it instantly recognizable in hand. These specifications may seem standard, but they form part of what makes the Jefferson nickel consistent and enduring in American coinage history. Key facts about the 1988 P Jefferson nickel include its mintage and availability. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these coins, meaning that in circulated condition they are quite common. However, collectors are not only searching for ordinary worn examples. They are on the lookout for well-preserved, high-grade coins with sharp details, full steps on Monticello, and a clean surface. It is in these higher grades where the 1988 P nickel transforms from an everyday coin into a rare collectible gem. When we discuss rarity and condition, it becomes clear why certain Jefferson nickels are in such high demand. A coin that has circulated through daily use, showing scratches, wear, or discoloration, will carry only its face value or perhaps a slight premium. But a coin that has been preserved in mint state, graded at MS65 or higher by professional grading services, can become incredibly valuable. For the 1988 P Jefferson nickel, examples in MS65 have been reported to reach values of around $2,500, and in some cases, coins with exceptional eye appeal and stronger design details have gone on to fetch as much as $4,000 at auction houses such as Heritage Auctions, eBay, and other well-established numismatic marketplaces. These remarkable values showcase just how powerful collector demand can be when rarity and condition align. For collectors, the 1988 P Jefferson nickel offers an exciting opportunity. My advice is to always check your pocket change carefully, as rare varieties and high-quality examples can sometimes slip through unnoticed. If you come across a 1988 P nickel, pay close attention to its strike quality, especially the steps on Monticello, as well as the overall luster and surface preservation. Submitting coins for professional grading can significantly enhance their value if they meet higher mint state standards. Additionally, keeping an eye on auction sites and dealer inventories can help you identify trends and spot valuable examples for your collection. In conclusion, the 1988 P Jefferson nickel may look like a simple 5-cent piece, but in the world of numismatics, it has proven that even modern coins can achieve remarkable value when preserved in top condition. With MS-65 examples reaching values of $2,500 and select auction sales climbing to $4,000, this coin is a testament to the growing interest in Jefferson nickels and the ever-expanding world of rare coin collecting. So, whether you are just beginning your numismatic journey or you are a seasoned collector, keep your eyes open for the 1988 P Jefferson nickel, because it is one of those hidden treasures that can turn an ordinary coin into a prized collectible with exceptional worth. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to stay tuned to World Numismatic Finds for more rare and valuable coin discoveries from around the world.